Speed matters when cold is your clock.
Seafood demands respect and clean work. The ocean seasons food for free.
Hard work turns into real heat and real food. The pot makes the ocean easy to eat. Simple fire makes perfect food.
The short line feeds you if you work clean. When hunt meets tide, the fire tells the story.
Eat enough now, carry enough for later.
On a ridge like this, the wind writes the rule.
When you can't see far, you plan closer.
In storms, safety is your first food. Tracks turn the storm into a map.
Wind decides whether the ridge stays quiet. Every step is a decision with weight.
Down there is dinner, up here is the work. A good camp hides from the wind.
Dry fuel is warmth you can trust.
In a blizzard, shelter must stay small.
Water is the quiet engine of camp. A clear route saves daylight and skin. Order keeps you fast when weather gets loud.
First you earn the meat, then you build the feast. Once the ground is chosen, the work can flow.
In a blizzard, space stays small on purpose.
If the wind wins, nothing else matters. You don't camp where snow can move.
Firm ground is quiet security.
A clean path saves time when visibility drops. Down there is warmth in the form of food.
Fire needs shelter as much as you do. Dry fuel is rare, so you treat it like gold.
Small shelter, big advantage. A clean camp keeps your stomach strong.
Good water starts with a clean scoop.
In storms, awareness is insulation. When the system is set, you can focus. Now we take what we need, nothing more. Strong shelter starts with strong wood. In storms, weak material becomes wasted time. On a ridge, rocks replace stakes. Pre-tied lines save fingers in the cold. Block the wind and you keep your heat. Fire starts where the wind can't reach. In a storm, backup ignition is everything. A tight ring keeps heat where you need it. A steady pot saves fuel. A steady pot saves fuel and nerves. Smoke should move away from rest. Low and tight is how you beat the wind. Anchors are confidence you can sleep on. Warmth starts under your spine. When cold bites, you don't search, you grab. Fabric becomes shelter when you pin it down. Noise travels far when the world is quiet. Stop the wind and the ridge becomes livable. A good door keeps the cold out singe your life. A tight roof is a warmer morning. When the storm is loud, fire must be quiet and precise. A small flame can hold back a mountain. Water is survival, made one pot at a time. Flame starts it, coals finish it. In a blizzard, the fire must stay disciplined. Control the heat, and the storm loses power. The right fuel is half the battle. A Stead pot keeps your hands safe. Warm hands keep the plan alive. A careless fire ends every good choice. Tonight's warmth is built before darkness. A cook zone is a promise you keep. Smoke belongs outside your sleep. Dry gear is tomorrow's advantage. When the fire is steady, you can focus. In storms, you move when the mountain allows it. Now the hunt becomes the only priority. On the ridge, direction is survival. If your scent arrives first, the hunt ends early. When you see them, you stop moving like a human. Steep ground rewards patience more than speed. This looks like patience and precision.
Food comes with responsibility, not celebration.
Clean work protects every calorie you earned. Meat is earned twice, once in the hunt, once in the carry. Back at camp, order turns effort into food. Downhill's the next chapter, water and salt.
The bay is calmer, but it still demands respect.
The second hunt is lighter, but no less necessary.
When the water gives, you work fast. The shoreline is a pantry if you know where to look. Clean handling is the first ingredient. Speed matters when cold is your clock.
Seafood demands respect and clean work. The ocean seasons food for free.
Fire belongs where the wind can't steal it. One spark turns the shoreline into a kitchen. Flame is for starting, coals are for eating. Broth is warmth you can drink. Hard work turns into real heat and real food. The pot makes the ocean easy to eat. Simple fire makes perfect food. The short line feeds you if you work clean. When hunt meets tide, the fire tells the story. Eat enough now, carry enough for later. Food packed is security you can carry.
A clean fire ends the same way it starts, controlled.
Dry tools and tight straps prevent cold mistakes. The way back is part of the hunt. steady pack keeps you alive on steep ground. A shelter that holds means you can push farther. Warmth is rebuilt every time you return. Dry hands keep you capable. Food stays safe when it stays organized. Food stays safe when it stays organized. A sharp tool makes fewer mistakes. You leave when the mountain permits it. Pack smart and the cold feels smaller. Now the night becomes the next test. At night the wind tries again. Quiet heat lasts longer. Tomorrow night steer eyes. Dry twos don't fail when cold is sharp. Rest is a tool, used carefully. Weather always writes the next move. In winter, food is heat you can carry. When the storm pauses, you move. Morning is earned, not given. Leaving clean is part of surviving. The best camp is the one no one finds.
When the storm loosens its grip, you leave clean.
A tight pack is safer than a fast pace. Leaving is part of the plan. Safe steps beat brave steps. The land doesn't need signs, just respect. In winter, steady fuel beats big hunger. Cold punishes forgetting. The coast fed us, now we carry the work onward. Clean camps are part of the skill. Distance is easier when your system works. Warm food turns miles into minutes.
A stable load keeps you upright.
When the wind fades, you hear your own pace.
The last mistake is still a mistake. Cold ash means the land stays safe. Respect is what remains when you're gone.
And this is how survival unfolds when skill meets nature.
The wilderness stays long after we leave.